Thank you, Chairman, and thank you for your intervention after Senator Hassan. Welcome to all of you. I did a confirmation hearing like this many moons ago, a group one, and I was the only one who got questions. So for those of you who are getting less questions, you're getting off really easy, and you should thank your fellow peers here on the dais afterwards. Let me start on cybersecurity. You know, as a former CIA officer, I feel like we all know that cyber attacks are increasing. In your own words, attacks are increasing. They're becoming more sophisticated. They're becoming more prevalent. And then with the use of AI, they're becoming much more smart, much more capable. But if you are confirmed, you will oversee the single biggest cut in cybersecurity dollars, a $495 million cut to cybersecurity. And I know that the president has it out for certain members of the cybersecurity community of his own administration from the first time. But the truth is you're cutting programs that help our state and locals, like the state of Michigan, actually defend against these things. Our infrastructure, it's really my power companies who have come to me and said, we used to get quarterly updates from CISA and get a sense of like the threat picture across the country. Now we don't have that. We feel vulnerable. I really feel like the United States is in a situation with cyber the way we were with terrorism before 9/11. Terrorism attacks were happening. Some people watched them, but they really didn't enter in a huge way the American consciousness until we had a spectacular attack. And I am deeply worried that we're going to have a spectacular cyber attack, and you're going to be left holding the bag. I mean, you're here, they pulled the nomination of the other guy on cyber from this panel. You're the head guy. So help me understand, honestly, in a way that speaks to the average person who's like a principal of a K-12 school, whose kid's data is being ransomed. How can you justify a nearly $500 million cut on cybersecurity, given what you yourself just said?
Well, Senator, I think to your point, the vast majority of cyber defense in this country falls on the private sector. And so one of the key elements that I see.
Not my K-12 schools, not my public hospitals, not the utilities.
And state and local, territorial and tribal are extremely important, as we were chatting about earlier.
And that's what affects the average American, right? That's what they all know. We have a cyber attack once every 39 seconds in America. So everyone in this room has had someone try to get their data.
Senator, the University of Michigan, the healthcare system, schools in your state alone, I mean, the members of this panel have had tens of millions, hundreds of millions. Florida, I think, is over $1 billion.
So explain a cut. I mean, just be honest about it. You can't say you care about an increasing and more sophisticated set of attacks while cutting the very people who help defend against those attacks. And I want to do offensive cyber. I want to make them feel pain for the Russians and the Chinese that are launching these attacks. I'm there with you. I will add money there, but you can't add by subtracting. And I think we just have to own that the petty desires of the president are going to leave us more vulnerable. And you're going to be the guy. If we have our cyber 9/11, you're going to be the guy who's sitting there saying, oh, holy crap, we just cut all this money and I just had all the power go out on the eastern seaboard. Or the Chinese stole a whole bunch of our personal data from every hospital and every school. So let's not pretend that a cut actually helps defend against what you agree is an increasing set of attacks. I just want to ask in my short time, I'll leave you alone. I know I'll move to the next guy.